Bonjour mes amis, hi guys. Today I sat down with my buddy Tony to discover his brand new gorgeous Rolex Sky Dweller reference 336935-0005. That is the very much in demand Everose gold with the blue-green dial. That is how it is referenced by Rolex. It's a 2024 release with the upgraded caliber 9002. This is of course the multi-complication Rolex with an annual calendar showing the date and the month in a very clever red marker circling the dial, jumping from the end of one index to the next. And of course, slightly off-centered, you have a second time zone disc if you need to track another time zone. My wrist is 17 centimeter for your reference. The watch is 42 millimeter by 14.1. It wears fine top to bottom, I would say. I always found the Sky Dweller a little bit on the thick side. Let's say it's thick. They just a lot of presence, especially in this colorway. Although the Everose will tone down a little bit the look compared to yellow gold, I would say it's still a watch that commands a lot of presence, and you get noticed with this timepiece, and you will notice it on the wrist. It is extremely heavy, of course, a lot of gold on the wrist, 18 karat Everose gold forever. I suppose the treatment of Rolex will make sure that this beautiful shade of rose gold will persist for the rest of your life and the life of your children. So the blue dial is the one everybody wants, and the current price in Hong Kong is about 480,000 Hong Kong dollar, which in euro corresponds to about 53,000 euros, and in US dollar around 62,000. And in Hong Kong, if you cannot wait to get this watch from your AD, you can get it on the pre-owned market for a premium of about 20%. But my friend Tony was lucky enough to be able to pick this one up at his authorized dealer. He confided that, he was speaking to the manager there. He has a bit of a previous history. He has bought a couple of very nice watches over there, and you have to be playing the game a little bit with that authorized dealer and all of them here in Hong Kong. He is genuinely interested in this watch that the manager showed to him, which is also something interesting. He was not really looking for this one, but the manager, they were discussing about the different models, and the manager showed this one to him and let him buy it. I think it's a very high demand Sky Dweller, probably the most in demand along with the steel models. Of course, already the steels are very imposing on the wrist, and I toyed with the idea of buying one. I almost bought a steel white dial a few years ago, and in the end I decided it's just a bit too large for me. And also I was thinking, well, a second time zone, I can do the math. And to be honest, I know what month it is. Usually the date is the most important indication for me. The day would be nicer, or a moon phase. So I just stick with my day just, and to be honest, that's all my salary can afford. But Tony works hard for his money, and he deserves this, and he loves it, and he has a much stronger build than me. So for him, this weight on the wrist is no problem. And as many people who buy those gold watches say, he loves the heft of it on the wrist, and you'll want to wear it probably a bit tight enough so it doesn't wiggle around the wrist and cause any issue. The clasp is a simple clasp, doesn't have the fold over, but it does feature the easy link, which I think will be just enough. You size the watch with that beautiful Jubilee bracelet, nice and tight, and then when you need it, you have the extra 5mm of adjustment to give you a bit of relief after a long day wearing your Sky Dweller. Setting this watch is a lot of fun, and I've discovered actually that you can set the date forwards and backwards, which is also a great improvement, right? And it would be nice to have that on a Datejust, although circling through the dates is very quick on a Datejust. But it's nice that Rolex goes beyond in the engineering of this movement. So you play with the ring command. There are 4 different positions to set all the indications, the second time zone together with the local time together, and then you can set your hour hand separately, and then you set your date and the month. That's how it works. It took us a bit of a few tries to figure it out. Of course, there are many videos on YouTube explaining how to do it. So yeah, Tony loves this watch, and I think the manager of the Rolex AD could tell that he was not a flipper. He loves his watches. So big congratulations to him. If I had that sort of coin to put in a watch, or let's say in a Rolex, I think I would go for Daytona first, or maybe the Day-Date. I think the Day-Date is really the one that I love. I love the Everose Day-Date with the white dial, which is not very high in demand actually. I remember 3 years ago there was one in a window, but just could not afford it on that day. These are very, very big, important purchases, of course. What else is to say? There's 100 meters of water resistance. Of course, you get the lume, the chronergy escapement, and of course the accuracy, -2 + 2, despite the complications and everything. So you get such an amazing timepiece. And yes, for that price point, you can also buy a chronograph, for example, maybe second-hand, buy longer, but you're probably not gonna get the same accuracy by far, and it's going to be a lot more fragile. There you go. There's no right, no wrong. Just buy what you love, and Tony loves this one, and I have to say it's amazing. That watch makes a statement. It's one of the heavy hitters, one of the apex Rolex of the moment, and so let us know what you think about it in the comments. Thank you, my friend, for sharing your beautiful watch with us, and I can't wait to see which next Rolex you will add to your collection. Of course, we've seen Tony's Rolex on the channel before. He's got the Submariner Kermit, the Summit. He's got a great two-tone Daytona and a Datejust as well. I'm already losing count. He's increasing his Rolex body count pretty quickly. All right, guys, bye-bye.